Hello, it is Topical Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022. Steve Sipress here in the NFIB. The National Federation of Independent Businesses just came out with their July inflation report a couple of days ago, as if anyone needs this report to tell you that inflation is the worst it's been since the late 70s, spiraling out of control, getting worse way before it gets better. The economy's been in a recession all year long, first quarter, second quarter, now in the third quarter, shows no sign of letting up, getting a lot worse before it gets better, as all the experts say, everyone knows, especially small business owners who are more in tune to things than the average public, of course. We're paying attention to everything. And so this report had all kinds of various percentages of what business owners said that supply chains were hurting business, supply chain crisis, the hiring troubles people are having, the way, government conditioned people to sit at home and get free money for a couple of years during all the shutdowns, and that still hasn't gone away, and inflation is out of control. Government, they passed this thing called the Inflation Reduction Act, which of course will increase inflation. Everything they've done has hurt the economy and increased inflation in the name of some peddling some BS. A lot of people, actually, it's amazing, some fairly smart people have fallen prey to believing in this, the earth is ending in a few years if we don't, go into debt and ruin everyone's life and spend trillions of dollars with all kinds of donors and special interests of the politicians. They've convinced people that is something that makes sense. Anyway, here's the number one biggest mistake small business owners are making right now, and I've seen them do it over multiple recessionary times in my business career, and that is knee-jerk reaction to cut expenses, of course. But what's one of the first things they want to cut? Their advertising. I've been talking to a whole bunch of consultants. I'm in pre-launch now, about to officially launch my the WOW Strategy Consulting Certification Program, and I've been talking to a whole bunch of consultants, ad reps, people in the advertising industry, and so forth, as I usually do. And boy, these ad reps, people are cutting their advertising. They're scared. The economy's no good. That's great news for you and for all sharp business owners. Let's say you are a chiropractor, and there's 10 chiropractors in your town or in your area where, people might choose a chiropractor. There's 10 of them. Let's say half of them make this ridiculously dumb mistake and they cut their advertising and their marketing budget because, no sense advertising and marketing, it's recession. There's inflation, people not spending money as freely. So let's just cut all that out as we save some money and let's hunker down and get through this thing. Okay, that means now you have almost the same amount of dollars being spent. Let's say the economy contracts 10%, which it's nowhere near doing. It goes down 10%. That would be 90%. Is my math correct? 100 minus 10? 90% of the dollars are still floating around, up for grabs. And instead of having 10 chiropractors now in your area out there competing for all these dollars, there's only 5. Holy moly, go get them. Go get them. So that big mistake, and this is true in any industry, of whoever it is in any industry that are cutting their advertising and marketing budgets during a down economy, you ramp it up and go get all those customers, clients, patients, members. They're all sitting there for the taking for aggressive advertisers and marketers during the downtime. We wait. We make it through the boom times. Things are going well, everything's booming, but we can't wait for the downturn. And this is the number one reason, because companies get stupid. They make really dumb decisions. Now, I can't fault small business owners. When I first started my first small business, holy crap, was I an idiot. I didn't know anything about business. There's a lot of small business owners did not go to business school and get MBAs and all that kind of nonsense. They're kind of playing it by ear. They kind of own their own business because they don't want to work for somebody else, and they figure I can do that. And they get their own van or their own location or their own whatever, or they start a business up, they turn their hobby into a bit, whatever. They're not savvy in business, so they make this big mistake. They cut their advertising and marketing during a down economy when Or do you think you're the only one? You know there's others cutting their advertising and marketing, which is a clue to at least keep it the same. You really want to take advantage and reap the rewards of the downturns in the economy is when you ramp up your advertising and marketing. Once this recession ends in 2-3 years and it comes out of it, and if they're still around, the businesses that cut their advertising and marketing and hunkered down to survive say, oh, okay, now the economy's booming again, let's start ramping up that advertising and marketing. They're going to find that a lot of their customers, their prospects are gone. You took them. You went and grabbed them. The aggressive advertising and marketing in the downtime, it's so much easier to be number one, to be seen everywhere, for people to go, man, I see you all over the place. Second of all, when you ramp up or at least keep the same your advertising and marketing budget, spend, investment, whatever you want to call it, during the downtime, people assume like, wow, this company, I'm seeing them everywhere. They must really be a good, solid company, because not only are they surviving through this downtime, but they're crushing everybody else. All the other ads I see, have kind of gone away a little, or they're half the size in local paper as usual, or half the ads on TV as I usually see of that plumbing company or whatever. But this other one is all over the place. They must be doing great. They must be running a solid business. Boom, 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 boom. That's not as easy to do in a boom time when all 10 of those chiropractors are putting all their money into all their advertising and marketing. Now in this example, half of them are, and some of those even cut back a little bit. So down economy means huge opportunity for business owners. My suggestion, do not be the one that foolishly cuts your advertising and marketing. Don't even be the one that semi-foolishly just keeps it the same. Get aggressive out there. This is the time. This is what you've been waiting for. Here's the opportunity. Prospects just sitting there for the taking. Be aggressive. Go get them. You can thank me later. That'll do it. For Topical Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022, Steve Sipress here signing off, and I'll catch you back here again tomorrow with some internet marketing tips on World Wide Web Wednesday. Over and out. Bye-bye.